All right, this is Dividend Portfolio Update for September 22, Texas Vestments. And I'm double checking to make sure I have screen on. There we go. All right. So, take a quick look at where we are. On track to meet or exceed our returns for the last couple years, so that's good. Right now we're at 2.67%, and it's been 3 months into our fiscal year. It's currently sitting at about 33% cash, so really happy with that. Looking to put more cash to work. I wanted to take a look at performance over the years. This is going back almost 7 years. Average income per month, $212. Over the last year, the income was $468, and then over the last 3 years, it's $359 a month. So really happy about that. Really excited to see these numbers continue to climb. One day I will definitely graph these numbers so that I can see the rise and fall of monthly income. With these numbers, that puts us at about 8% on average per year return. And then more recently, we're close to about 10% on average yearly return. The other thing that's good to see is our volatility. So over the last, like I said, 6 or 7 years, our volatility in our returns has been about 2.5%. Which is high relative to what it is now. Over the last year, it's only been 1%, and over the last 3 years, almost 2%. So really excited to see that, because when the volatility is low, that means that these averages don't jump around a lot, meaning that if the average return per month is 0.75, we can expect that return each and every month mathematically. So whether it's down 1% or whether it's up 1%, is great. What we don't want is, this 2 and 3%, month to month, jump in income. And then we can just kind of look at, the numbers here. We did have a loss back in May, but not a lot of negatives though. There's another loss, but mostly positive. And so that's really good to see. And so that tells me that, again, statistically, historically, we can expect to continue to have gains every month. All right, looking at our current positions, General Parts Company, we do have an option to purchase 100 shares. That option does not expire until the 16th of this month, so we cannot make any moves until then. Rogers, we finally have a buy signal for Rogers. Unfortunately, we cannot make any changes until after the options expire on the 16th. Then I can take a look at our cash position and decide exactly how many shares of Rogers that we can purchase. The game plan is to purchase 40 more shares to put us right at 100. But again, you have to wait until September to find out exactly how much cash we'll have to put towards that. Right now, we're down 12%. And while I don't particularly wish for stocks to be down, I really do want to see this price stay where it is, so that on the 16th I'm able to purchase more shares. If the price goes up much more than where it is on the 16th, even if we have the cash, I can't necessarily purchase shares, but that's something that I will look at closely when that time comes. All right, EMB, another company that we have options to purchase. These also expire September 16th. Let me just say that about all the options, they expire September 16th. And so until those options expire, we cannot make any changes or trades until that time. But new position for us. All right, Coca-Cola, this is a new position for us. This was part of our options trade. We are down about 7% on this name. We're in at 66, and so looking forward to analyzing the company if it does fall into that 10% range. But I like the company so far, just from what I see. All right, Merck program is calling for 19 shares. We currently have 15. No buy signal, no sell signal on this one. We're currently up about 8% on the name, and so really small position for us. We'll just hold it and continue collecting dividends. All right, Paychecks. We are currently down about 12% on this name. Program calls for 34 shares. We currently have 10, so would really like to possibly double those shares, get them in at a cheaper price. But again, can't make that decision until the 16th. All right, Southern Copper. Again, we have an option to purchase 100 shares. I think that option is about $50. So if we do exercise this option, we'll be sitting at $55 a share. Currently, we are down 25%. If we do exercise this option to purchase shares, then I think maybe we'll still be down that 10% range. So we'll look at possibly doing another analysis of that company. All right, Regions Financial. This is our largest holding at 20%. And just a reminder, we cap our holdings at 30%. So no holding, no stock that we own can be more than 30% of our portfolio. And so Regions Financial is a long-time holding for us, right at 20%. Looking to actually add more shares. I think that's going to put us at about maybe 22, 23%, not exactly sure. But either way, we are down about 19% on the name. Again, we do have options, an option rather to purchase 100 more shares. Doesn't expire until the 16th. All right, Corning. Again, this was an option that we exercised, and so we got another 100 shares. Still down 15%, surprisingly. So we will look at potentially adding some shares to this position once we get a good idea of what our cash position will be. All right, Medical Properties Trust. Again, just really across the board, 30%, our largest decline in our portfolio, 10% of our portfolio. We do have an option to purchase 200 more shares at $16. Currently, the price is like 14 something. So it's very possible that those options will be exercised, and we'll add to our position, and we'll have this particular company at a much cheaper price. I did do an analysis on this, and sure enough, the company is undervalued. So definitely looking forward to adding shares there. And then last but not least is our utility holding, ETR. Program calls for 20 shares. We have 20 shares. We are currently up about 10% on this particular name. And so this is just one of those things that, again, on the 16th, get a good idea of what our cash position is. And if we do need cash to purchase more shares of some of these companies, we do have at least a couple positions that we can sell out of for profit to put some extra cash in our pockets. It's not going to be a lot of money, but we're looking at maybe, I don't know, $3,000. Yeah, about $3,000 extra to put in our pockets to allow us to purchase more shares.